This is Emi Martinez, and I'm the backtracky of Bangladesh.
Yeah. Okay. Today we have someone with us who needs absolutely no introduction. The man, the myth, the absolute legend himself, Emiliano Martinez, who not only helped Messi win the World Cup, complete his dream, but single-handedly contributed in the most crucial games to win the World Cup for Argentina after 36 long years. I'm proud to present to you Mr. Emiliano Martinez, or Dibu Martinez, should I say, or should I say the Bachpaki of Bangladesh. Welcome, Emi, to Next Ventures to Fund and Next.
Thank you very much.
How are you feeling today?
It was great. So that was a long trip from Argentina. But it's good to see a lot of people, you know, and I know you've been supporting all through the World Cup, you know, and to be fair, it's a pleasure to be here.
The feeling is absolutely likewise. So Emi, it's an absolute honor to host you here at Next Ventures and Fund and Next. And the agenda for this sitting today is to pick your brain on how you do the magical things that you do in the field. How do you prepare yourself as a champion athlete? What goes inside your mind? How do you tackle those situations like no other goalkeeper ever in the history of football ever, in my personal opinion? And at the same time, we'd really love to hear from you what your thoughts are about Bangladesh in particular, because so many millions of people love you and adore you. So I'd just like to start by asking you this question. When did you first learn about Bangladesh? And what was your first reaction when you got to know that there is this kind of craze in Bangladesh about you and the Argentine team?
Well, actually, it was just after the Copa America, you know, when I really see about this country. I knew Bangladesh before, but I didn't know the craziness they got about Argentina. And then, you know, we won the Copa America, and I saw the marketing people on my social media saying that he got more followers is in Bangladesh. So I was like, wow, I didn't know that. You know, I started actually searching about Bangladesh.
Yeah.
And after all I seen in the World Cup, you know, it was just crazy. You know, I saw the people walking on the street with flags. No, each
absolutely
massive, like a boat with Messi, like
right.
So I actually thought, oh my God, it's actually in Argentina, and he's first. For us, it was really kind. You know, it's a touch in the heart. So we all thought we need to try and play a match in Bangladesh.
Right. So, are we looking to see the Argentine football team play in Bangladesh in the future? Would you say that is on the cards?
I would love to.
And we would love to host you. We would love nothing better than that. So, Emi, I think the follow-up question here goes, how does it feel to have millions of fans love you so much, so far away from home? It's like having a home so far away from home. When you made those saves, people in Bangladesh cried for you. They prayed for you. I cried for you. How does it feel to have a home so far away from home? What are your feelings?
I think you repay as you look at the country by coming here. One of the reasons I decided to come is just because I felt a lot during our hard times as well in the World Cup. You know, we lost the first game.
Right.
Since Australia, you know, the knockout stages has been crazy. You know, apart from Croatia, it was a comfortable win. I think Australia, the Netherlands and France was a lot of tension, you know. And having this love for the people here in Bangladesh, I felt the same love to us Argentinian back home. So the way to repay them is by coming here and show my face and see what the country looks like.
Absolutely great. And the save you made against Australia, the save you made against France in the last minute, the saves you made during the penalties, that just begs the question, how do you do this? And I think the next question should come from Mr. Zayed about this very particular topic.
Yeah, I mean, your one true expertise lies in like tackling situations, right? So you have been a crucial person to like tackle many difficult situations that came into the matches. So as a footballer and as an athlete, you guys go through rigorous training, right? You guys work out, you guys train day and night. So, and like when you are in such pressure situation, when you have to go through such intense moments and when you need to make those quick decisions, so what are your thought processes and how do you basically train your mind in order to like tackle those situations and like to take those decisions in those milliseconds and like execute a result?
I think it's part of my life. I left my home at the age of 12, trying to be a professional footballer and help my family to survive, to have a good life. And then once I left Argentina at the age of 16, 17, it was just for my family to help them survive and have a better life.
Right.
And then over the years, I've always been obsessed for becoming a better person and a player. And the obsession and the passion that I got, I don't think many have. I think many goalkeepers are probably more talented than me. But
Right.
the passion and the work I do, and I never blame anyone. I always blame myself, and that's the best way to improve as a professional. But I always try to keep my feet on the ground. I won the World Cup. I went home. I went straight to Aston Villa. We qualified in Europe after 16, 17 years.
Right.
And that's me. I never relax. Even though I'm on holidays, I came here to Bangladesh. Many hours traveling to see the people, to repay what they gave us. And that's me. Once we're in a comfort zone, then I put my gloves away and then I retire. Always keep it good. So the best is yet to come for me.
We never want you to retire from the Argentine national team. You can never retire.
Absolutely, your hard work. The thing that you mentioned, it's absolutely proven, because like Emi took a 38 hours like long flights and layover in order to be here with us today. So it just says about the perseverance, the commitment that
The strength of the mind.
if you commit to something, you are determined to fulfill it, no matter how you will do it. So for that, I think he deserves a clap, right?
So,
Emi,
catch. Yeah.
oh, cool. Yes.
Wow. Wow.
It's a show.
Yeah, that's the deal. Yeah, this is what won the World Cup. This very
Certainly, I have a really great feeling for you and for your team. A great winning, and I'm a big fan of Argentine football since I was 6 years old. So from 1986, I'm a big fan, and I was present at the final match, and that was one of my greatest moments in my life, to see that my favorite team is winning and lifting the World Cup. It was a really great moment. So you were actually sharing that you left your house at the age of 12 to fulfill your dream, to become a successful footballer. So I know that Zayed also started his IT career at the age of 13.
Yep.
So you have actually made an example in front of the youth, in front of the future footballers. And Zayed, he has set an example for the future IT entrepreneurs. So you went through ups and downs, so many experiences and life learning you have learned from your career. So would you please share some of your experiences or take away what would be really encouraging for your millions of fans?
Well, that's actually really good as offer. Now, obviously, like I said, when you leave such a young age, I always put target on myself. When I left my home at the age of 12 to Buenos Aires, it was to try to become a professional player, to play for Independiente for my first club back home. And then, obviously, when you see family struggling, then you have an offer from an English state. So I left Algeria to 16, 17 to help my family financially. And so it's like I always put myself targets, green targets. And the season starts, I don't know, let's say I sign a new contract. And then the season starts, I try to become a better goalkeeper than what I was last year.
Wow.
Sign a new deal. Yeah, relax myself out. I see my family say, no. I put myself in my numbers are very, and this season I achieved every single one that I put in my notes, and that's why I try to tell all the kids, in Argentina, it's a lot of kids crying, on the street, they hug me, and when I won the FIFA Best Award, I think the best examples are all, see mom and dad working, and the family members working hours and hours. That's actually what you look up to. I never had a superhero goalkeeper. So, I want to be like him. It's good that the kids they idolize someone like in Argentina today. All the kids want to be a goalkeeper because
now millions have that hero. Now millions have that hero.
So I've never seen Argentina winning a World Cup. Yeah, since I was born. So I never felt that. So the first time I seen it is when I came back from the World Cup and I saw everyone lying on the street and crying, and I was like, wow, that it meant so much to this country, because I never experienced it before, only as a professional. But all my life I've been looking up to my mom and dad and my brother, so that's what they carry me. And even today, I have to look up to them. So that's why I would always keep improving.
So that's amazing.
You are a great footballer and so great human being in my consideration. And all of our millions of your fans, they consider you as a great human being. So 2 great learnings from your experiences, like one is compete with yourself and try to make you as a role model for others. So these 2 things I know
was help. It's not like I was say, okay, I'm gonna put my target, I'm gonna reach. I do extra hours, yoga, do Pilates, I eat well, I make sure I don't get injured. I do my alarm psychology. Right. I invest a lot of money in myself to make sure I play every weekend at the highest level. Wow. Reaching that, I know that helped my family and I help myself. At the end of the day, you do it. I love it, so it's my passion, And let's say when I play with the national team, I said I want to play every single game. I don't care if it's even Easter.
Right.
Millions will keep watching you. They look up to you. So I always try to deliver for everyone.
So Emi, if we arrange a football match between Bangladesh versus Argentina, do you think that is on the cards? That can happen?
That can happen. I think you need to ask Chiqui Tapia, the president.
Yeah. I'll reach out to Santiago. I'll
request Emi to play in favor of Bangladesh.
That'd be really good. Emi, you were mentioning about your psychology. That is one very important question because that's such a big part of your personality. You've talked about your psychology training for years. Shed some light on that part. How do you train your psychology?
I started at the age of 24 when I had a really bad loan spell in Getafe. I was obviously fighting with the world. I was fighting with my agents, with my family. I was upset with everyone. But obviously I realized I needed help, because I thought I was talented to reach the highest level, but somehow I wasn't doing it. When I met this guy, David, is an Englishman, really helped me through my bad moments in my career. I met him when I was Arsenal, and then he got sacked from the club, and I asked him to work with me personally. I talk to him once or twice a week. We prepare the game. Each game we prepare how I need to play, what the manager wants from me, what the team needs from me. And I think since I've been with him for 4 years, having used a game, and I've been consistently a 7 and 8 every single game. And when I finish every season playing for country or club, I always say to myself, the most difficult part is to stay fit, and stay consistent.
Consistency.
That's the psychology.
The way you work for anyone, each job, if you come at 7 o'clock and then you leave at 1, and then but maybe you got someone who work from 6 to 6, 6 to 6, 6 to 6, he's gonna be better than you.
Right. Every single day working hard.
So that's been me all my life.
Emi, thank you so much for all these nuggets, and I can't thank you enough. One last thing, so people all over the world call you Dibu Martinez.
Yeah, just want to request you one. I'm really excited to know about the final match when we were watching. We are so excited to watch every single shots. So what was the secret behind winning the final match, and what was actually in your mind when you were protecting your goal post?
Well, many people asked me how was it so cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 Yes. You know, when Otamendi missed the clearance, it was just bouncing in front of me, like from here to the camera or very close. And I remember keeping my cool to show him that always was open, you know, and the impact when you put the head down is that when I made myself super big, you know, if you see my face less than so normally,
You're super big.
then there's like, gee, hit my nose. And then when it comes to the shootout, it was my moment. You know, since I was a kid, I always fancy it. You know, I always fancy myself, and I've not France against Argentina, but not, I don't know, 45 billion people watching.
Yeah.
Me against Lloris.
Right. Right.
And at the moment of fire is, you're not gonna beat me. That's my type.
It's 1v1.
It's 1v1. But my feeling was like, you will never beat me. Yeah. And I always say to my friends that 1 or 2 I get, you know, 1 or 2 I get.
Yeah, you always say that 1 or 2 I'll save.
Absolutely.
In a game, they can shoot 4 times, they can score 4. Yeah.
You'll say 1 or 2.
Exactly.
You know, that's how it goes up in shooting.
Emi, so now today the world sees you for the person that you are, for the things that you have accomplished today, right? But as you said, your journey, when you left your home at 12 years old, so at that time, it was not like that, right? You had your own struggles, you had your own failures, and I'm sure you had a lot of failures. Definitely you had your hard work, you had your consistency, you had your persistency, so you had everything, right? But apart from that, I'm sure you had your fair share of failures. So there are a lot of people out there who are like at this stage of their life right now, right? That struggling phase, that phase where they face a lot of failures. So for those people out there, what would be your message?
Guys, you know, and I always say that we, you know, with my brother said when I left England there, he said a phrase I always, you know, I had in my back that passion takes you to glory.
Passion takes you to glory.
That's when I always put in my gym or every time I go and play before the final. I was said like when I walk into the stadium in the final, I said the passion
Takes you to
glory. That walk out, it was my glory. You know, even though I didn't know the result, for me that was glory. Reaching a workout final was, you know, the highest ever possible football match I will ever play in my life, because it was my first final. If I play another final, it won't be the same, you know. And for the people, it's the same. I came from a poor background, and sometimes eating white rice, sometimes, you know, and I'm proud of being that person. And getting out of that days and reaching the highest possible level in football is that's why I come to places like this, that it's not always luxury, it's not always for me. This is home. Like
Right.
And everyone can make it. Anyone in life can make it. If you really, but if you have that passion, it's cannot. Because if you have nothing, if you have passion for something, you can do it.
Right.
But if you don't have passion and commitment,
Passion takes you
to glory. I'll steal that from your brother and from you.
I don't drink, I don't smoke, unless nightclubs for training. My grade also I used to trade, so you have to leave a lot of stuff out to make sure you make it.
The sacrifices for the consistency.
Absolutely. Amazing stuff. Amazing.
To you for coming and encouraging millions of our youth in Bangladesh. And I would like to also share that our father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, he used to play football at his early age when he was student. And our Honorable Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, she is great fan of football. He's a football lover.
Yeah.
And just the last thing, you know that Zayed and Galil, actually, these two brothers have fulfilled our dream to welcome you in Bangladesh, thanks to Next Venture and also Funded Next for hosting you and inviting you to come in Bangladesh. So last thing, I just want to ask you that we know that they call you Bibu Martinez, and you really deserve that. People like kids are really love you and they like you. In Bangladesh, we call you Baj Pakhi.
Baj Pakhi.
So Baj Pakhi means in English eagle. So you have that sight and vision of eagle, and you hunt football like eagle, and also you appears like eagle in front of your goalpost.
I've seen on my social media, you know, when
the eagle, the images.
So I'm really excited to know about your feeling on this unique name. What is your feeling about this?
Yeah.
Baj Pakhi.
No, it's you know, I think you told me.
Yeah.
Like, actually, I like
Let's like.
I don't. A goalkeeper is always unique.
Yeah.
I always had a lot of nicknames. You know, I think I went to China and they call me somewhere else. Like they say that they remind me like a Teletubby. Like, wow, it's like that. Coming here, the people feel some back to she is
Baj Pakhi.
like an eagle is. It's good to know.
Yeah.
So now everyone I see now on social media like an eagle. Now we know why.
You know why?
So can you just repeat all these words like
This is Emi Martinez.
Emi Martinez?
I'm the Baj Pakhi.
I'm the Baj Pakhi of Bangladesh.
This is Emi Martinez and I'm the Backtracky of Bangladesh.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Emi. Thank you so much for this.